It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, a team ready to put on a show. Taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Tennessee's offense has the ball first today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside where they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going for it all. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Tennessee. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
And the balls come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Ellis. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The play action fake. Here's a heat. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Another incompletion on. Now, love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ellis. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. On the move. Fights off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Might be changing the route. The toss sweep to the right. Breaks the tackle. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Now he's looking to throw it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but...
Breaks into the open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Just keeps moving. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal from the 5 as they try to put up the first points of this game. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Try to barge their way in. And it's a touchdown.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Back to throw, it's Ellis. On target. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning,
He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the time with the extra point. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
On third down, he drops the throw. Right on the money. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
All right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves him with second and short. Back to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. He's got him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete on the right side. And he's in for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's Ellis. Pulls it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Volunteers want to move quickly. Guys, let's take a minute here and look big picture for Tennessee. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Wants to throw it. He's got his man. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Vols can really attack on this second and short. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Ellis. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Works the middle. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Finds a spot in the middle. Oh, a lot of space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today.
The Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the 2nd half. They'll open the second half with a run. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Back to pass on second down. Hauls it in. Jumped on top of the pile. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
You've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on.
Oh, he's got some space. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Trying to barrel in. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Pushes toward the goal line. Bounces and squirms his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. To the air, it's Ellis. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Turning it on! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Inside a minute to go here in the third. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll keep it himself. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Ellis. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. Sends it back in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right.
We just have not called this guy's name enough. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his second catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. They'll go back to work on offense. Power football with the run. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. There he goes. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Looking for an open area to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Snags it with the sticky fingers and strolls in with the sweet feet for the touchdown.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here is the Tennessee offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Here comes the heat. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Use the play fake, down a throw. Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield, it's Ellis. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man down the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Pressure coming. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. And here's the third interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant.
Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all three phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty.
Headed to the end zone. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The offense knocking on the door, first and goal. Trying to power it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll leave it with him. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
The Volunteers send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fair catch, called for and made. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they're able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Single back formation, and they give it to it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing
Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches need.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here. Make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you. So many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast.
It's a seam wide open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And it's in there for a touchdown.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays on him.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Gets it out quickly. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Oh, it's a reverse. Turning it on. A very productive run. Gets it inside the 40 all the way down to the 38-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Houston going up tempo. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35. Third and long. He's going to have to throw for it. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Fowler. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal from the right hash. And this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. At midfield, he's got room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get 32.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the Pac-12 today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Cal. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Houston wants to play fast.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He wants to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Unloads to the wideout. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And here comes the punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hold it, finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. He'll pull it on the read. At the 40, there he goes. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Houston going up tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He's just outside the 20-yard line. Stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Under fire. There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
Touchdown, Houston. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The give. Makes it past the marker. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. And the sack all the way back at the 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Unloads quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Cummings. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Houston wants to play fast. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the... And took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air on first down. Using the quick game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. He unleashes a long one. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's caught. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw for it. He's going to fire deep. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. We're just about ready to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Trying to set the tone with the run. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. Houston going up tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll keep it himself. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him. So he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield. And he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
The Cougars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Brings up second down.
The offense changing the play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to swing it on second down. Got a man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Working well behind the sticks on second down. He leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Cougars will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. Houston will be forced to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Complete on the comeback. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Off the play fake. Looking for the score. Open in the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into you are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive was a quick 3-and-out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Houston wants to play fast.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all in his play on that sack.
Hunt is on its way. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it.
Fires toward the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Using his legs, it's Cummings. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. Hard running there. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. He's looking to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A completion, but not quite enough for the first down. Third down coming for this offense. He caught it. And it's in for a touchdown. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll run this play from the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Second down coming up.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught near the sideline. It's Cummings.
Well, I like the idea by the quarterback on that throw. He's just trying to spit it out to the perimeter quickly and give this guy a chance to advance it, but the accuracy was terrible. That was a circus-type catch for 0 gain.
Got his man quickly. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's Davis. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Trying to move the chains. Houston comes to the line on fourth down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense in a bunch formation.
29 Philly.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
After the misfire, now on second down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And the defense drags him down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. He wants to change this route. They'll try to get outside. Finds a crease at the 20. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Utah Utes offense will get the first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
To throw, it's Montgomery. Pulls it in, it's shot. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Utes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just keeps slinging it. Makes the grab. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Spins away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. After 45 on his way. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
Second down, he'll throw it. He makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Third down coming.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll try to sneak it.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that fourth down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big fourth down conversion.
To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
This time he's got it. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. Second and 13. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
They're going to run it. The final gut punch. Touchdown on the short run. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's in for the score. Touchdown.
Yeah, and I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback. Let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop.
And the extra point is good. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Utes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. This offense has it with really good field position. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Right on the money.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly to run it back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Takes the easy completion. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And the Utes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Personal foul. Looking at the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hayden. On the move at the 30. Bust through behind his pad. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab down the left side. Off to the races. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. That is... an explosive play like that to be wiped out by a mistake. The snap sets up the throw. Going downfield for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. Wide open spaces. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play. And you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Utah has a back on the offense coming onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum.
Turning it on! He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. He's got the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Timeout, Utah.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. One more snap coming before halftime. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He'll off one deep down the left side. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Complete to the left. Turns it on in midfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Second down.
The option look. He'll pitch it. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, biggest game of the week and maybe the season. The top 2 teams in football, here's how it ended. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points. Not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a matchup between the top 2 teams in football is going to go a long way in telling the story of this season.
Makes the catch down the right side. There he goes. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? Defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hayden. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Now the play fake. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And how about this young fella? Who's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Johnson. Not a big... And that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
The Utes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the ground game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? And the Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Looking for the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Utah! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Makes the grab. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And now the offense will come onto the field again. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Back to pass. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got. He was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
The Utes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Montgomery. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got his man downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Caught in the backfield, it's Frank. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're left with a tough 4th down situation here, but man, could they use 6 at this point in the game.
And in the 4th quarter, I just don't know how many shots you're going to have left. So it's not ideal. You'd love to be inside the 3 or inside the 1, but I still think this is an opportunity to be aggressive for this offense.
Touchdown, Utes! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Handoff to the single running back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. He breaks a tackle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll give it to him again. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grab near the sticks. It's Jamison. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now. I said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Got a man. It's Frank. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Finds his man, it's Frank. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. It's a one-scored game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got it, 1st down and more. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Timeout is called by the offense, 16 seconds left in the game. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Utes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Last chance coming up. Boom. Under fire. Oh, and they get to him. Had a chance for an all-time finish, but the defense put a stop to it, and that's the final play of the game. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.